lovely space cadets. Guess who it is? Coming back across your sound waves, all the way from the other side of the galaxy. Call me Salt, and I'll be your intergalactic host for the day. Nola isn't really with us anymore, and that's going to be addressed later. But Earthlings, aliens, and Quarks alike, we've gotten ourselves an assignment. Call it a request if you want to. Today's episode is going to be about my daily life in quarantine. That's something I can finally take off my Q&A, jeez. So sit back, relax, and grab a cosmic latte. You're going to enjoy me talking for the next few minutes as we ride the sound waves. Of course, the first question's gonna be about sleep, as if I sold sleep. So, as far as I'm concerned, sleep is an afterthought. It's 2021, who sleeps? I just sleep at random times, and I could sleep just about anywhere now. But that doesn't mean I'm any less tired. I'm still super tired all the time. When I get up, I just brush my teeth and go along with the day. I'm lucky if I actually get out of my bed. Either way, the first thing I do when I actually get up at 7 p.m. or 4 in the morning is I go downstairs and I fill up my massive mug with ice cubes, and then I go back to my bed until I want something else. And that's kind of wild. I should probably eat actual food one of these days, but that's just the move now. That's just how it's gonna be. Every time school gets brought up for one of these, I swear, I lose a piece of my soul each time. Shout out to schools for making my will to learn deplete. But, with school stuff, I'm still learning just about nothing. It's the same as usual. School, to me, is about temporary memorization until you take a test. And, cadets, y'all know how I be feeling about purposeless activities, or things that are just boring. I can't keep that in my head for the life of me, I'm telling you. And no matter how much I pay attention, I just can't do it. But I'm just saying, if it doesn't register in my brain as being needed for me to keep, I'm gonna forget it within the next 2 seconds. But besides that, I think I'm okay school-wise. I'm not upset with anything. I'm just... Contrary to popular belief, cough the people that attempt to bully me, I act like a human being sometimes. And on the days I act like a human being, I'm either drawing or I'm playing video games. And some of the video games I play sometimes are Destiny 2 or Warframe. One game I spent over 300 hours on is Dragon Age Inquisition, because I can and will get every achievement, no hesitation. I work harder on video games than I ever will on anything in my life, and that's saying something. I finally started Elder Scrolls Online. I mainly play that with my big brother, though, because he's played it more than I have, and it's sad. I get carried sometimes. But, well, like I said, I still draw a lot, and if you've been here for a good minute or two, you've probably seen at least one thing I've drawn. And, I mean, you people leave the loveliest kinds of comments. I swear you do. And on top of that, I still have to deliver my content for you guys. As much as I've been slacking on it a lot, I'm still recording stuff. I'm still doing things behind the scenes. I got stuff coming. Just wait, alright? I think I love food questions just as much as the next person. I think I love it a little bit more than the next person, considering how food obsessed I am. And as food obsessed as I am, I don't even eat food. With that being said, this question's about favorite foods. Yay! Okay, so currently my favorite food, and I'm gonna be crucified for this, is ice. Yeah, I know, it's not food, you can't just eat that. Yeah, I know, but it's been what I've just been eating for over a year. That and bread. But if we're talking about food that's given to me because it's rude to turn down food that you're offered, I have to say it's these cinnamon sugar buns that I made, and I made homemade glaze for it, and those things came out glorious. I loved them. They were just perfect. I don't know how I did it. Made them from scratch, but if I had to pick, it'd have to be that. I couldn't eat them all myself though, because that's too sweet for my own teeth, but rest assured they were good. Now, sweeties, honeys, babies, glorious, precious children of space and time. I haven't watched the news a lot. As much as I should. I know I should. I know I have to. But I haven't been keeping up with it as much.
I've just been mostly sleep. But as much as I've like heard from different news sources and people, I was right. America was doomed as soon as they allowed us to have this land to ourselves. Just back-to-back punches and so much suffering, not for just everyone. And at this point, I'm on the side of the other half of the planet. I'm laughing at us too. I mean, I already was. I've always been laughing at us, but like I'm just laughing at us a little bit louder now. But like I don't really like to get too political or too controversial with these because everyone has their own opinions, and I'm not trying to trigger anyone who wants to bash me for breathing. So, yeah, America was doomed. Burn your MAGA hat. That's just it. That's all there is to it. For the bigger question, I think this is a bigger question. Life in quarantine, homies. How's that been? I'm a self-isolationist. I'm always quarantined, so quarantine didn't really affect me too much. I don't really go out, and it gave me a reason to catch up on projects that I've had on hold. The only downside, the only reason I want to crucify quarantine is that I don't get my quiet days to myself. Like, imagine you're sitting there trying to do work or like finish up on things that you planned on finishing, and there's a child screaming at you about why they haven't had their 6th snack today. It's insanity. And I like things calm and quiet. I can have high vibes when high vibe is needed, but if everyone needs those chill, lo-fi beats type of days, you know? Now I gotta get up whenever there are little kids up because I don't want her in the cabinet stealing food like she's a raccoon when she's not, but that's just how quarantine is. I'd say this next question is kind of important for certain people, I guess. Not sure. But what I'm looking forward to for the end of this year, I'm just looking forward to surviving a bit longer, to be honest. Like, I know I've won what I've made it to my birthday at the end of each year, because that means I made it. Like, I've survived an entire year's worth of struggles and made it to my one self-care day. Yeah, I could say, like, the basic, average, cookie-cutter type things, like, oh, I want to have more money, or, oh, I want to better myself. But those are a given. Like, everyone wants more cash, better relationships, or self-improvement. But you can do all that and still have not survived your year. If you let the year break you down, and at the end, having bettered yourself and all that, yet you're not happy. But if you're on the better side of okay, then would you say you survived it? Like, yeah, you did. You still made it. You made it to the end of the year, and you didn't fall off the bridge to your destination. You made it here. That's just it. Humans and extraterrestrials. We're at the very end of our transmission for now. Make sure you tune back in next time. I'd hate for you to miss what I got next. This one was a bit unorthodox, but like, no worries. I'll be back on regular schedule later in the week. After all that, how could you forget the glorious Valentine's Day plan I got for you guys? That'd be downright outrageous. But not to fear. Your glorious space traveler has got you guys covered. And remember, Space Cadets, the universe is watching, so we might as well give it a show. Peace.